to Green Walkthroughs. Welcome back to another gameplay video where we walk through Wolf Tanks. I'm the Tron, we're playing Wolf Tanks again. And alright, so just the other day, what was this other day? What was it called? What was it called in English? Trying to say, but it's fun to say. It was called the 29th of August 2017. They released a new update, as you can see, update 9.20. Now, it doesn't add much stuff for us. I mean, it does change around these three, and as well as the higher tiers. But yeah, it basically rebalances all the tanks, makes them make more sense. And they added a new game mode, which is exclusive to tier 10s, which I don't have. Which is... oh, I don't have it. That'll be Grand Battles, and it's not on my list. Is it in my settings? Yes, it is. It is in my settings. Alright, so, Grand Battles. What is that? Well, for one, it's a tier 10 exclusive mode, and for two, it is 30 vs 30 battles on bigger maps. Basically, maps that look like the standard maps, but bigger. So, yeah, Wolf Tanks now is 30v30 mode. I'm not quite sure why it's for tier 10s only. I mean, I can think of a couple of reasons. One, maybe they want all experienced people to play it, because if you got to tier 10, you gotta be special, or you spend a lot more money, and you played Wolf Tanks for a little bit, but not a lot. Two, they wanted to just... Wolf Tanks has this... I mean, Wargaming has this thing about rewarding good players, or just rewarding people that play a lot, which tier 10s are both of them. So they give them they give a new game mode 3. It's probably 3. I just thought of it right now. It could be for people, or it could be an extension. It basically could be adding replayability to higher tiers. Because, for example, if you've been playing Grand Battle from, well, let's just say tier 3 or something, tier 5 maybe. If you've been playing it from tier 5, you might have gotten bored with it already because you played it a million times already. Unlike if it's tier 10 only, then it gives all the tier 10 people, not only people that have been playing the game, but also new people, more game modes to try out. So yeah. And also, that's pretty much it. So yeah. Also, they added something called bonds, which I'm not quite sure where they're at. I'm not quite sure what they do, but they're for playing with tier 10s. Not necessarily playing as a tier 10, but playing with tier 10s. That's not working for me. Yep. Sorry, I just got contact my sister. It's about the hurricane. Hurricane, I keep forgetting the name of the hurricane. Begins with I-R-E-N. Hurricane Irene's about to come to Florida. I am squeezing in some last minute recording to upload right before the hurricane really starts. In Jacksonville, I'll be uploading a hold on, let me think. I'll be uploading a channel update as my last video before I go dark for the hurricane. So yeah, you can expect that. This being the last video, I may be able to squeeze in also Gundam Online after this, because I want to squeeze it in after this. And I should have time to upload it on Saturday. I'm actually recording this on Friday, big surprise. But I'm uploading this on Friday, more or less morning, or at least Thursday night for me. After recording Battlefield 1, I'll be uploading that. After I record these, and then I'll be uploading these tomorrow, or I can upload it at night and then use the YouTube schedule thing. And then hit the YouTube schedule thing for to upload it on Saturday, or maybe Sunday too, or maybe something to get the links, or to extend the links, which I could do. So you don't have much of a so you don't have much of a gap between videos, which is what a lot of YouTubers do nowadays, is they use YouTube scheduling. Sorry about this break, but yeah, I got text this with the WhatsApp thing. Telling to turn on channel 4 so she could see, because they'll have a press conference with the mayor of Jacksonville Beach. Jacksonville Beach is kind of like Jacksonville, kind of like New York City, except it's more incorporated than that. But yeah. How do you spell mayor? Okay. Okay, now back to the game. Alright, so we're gonna roll this. Bonds. Bonds do what exactly? Bonds. Okay, ranked battles where you get bonds. And in tier 10. Bonds you get on directives, I don't know what they are. Improve their equipment, which equipments do a little bit better. So yeah. But also, that's pretty much it for me. And then just other little bits of the update are for adding basically modifying a game for having 30 be 30 in the 40 be 30 in the same on the same screen at once. Also, I might mention that all those videos which people like Quickie Baby and Milo Jingle has been posting about people getting up on Halo 2 glitchy hills in Wolf Tanks. Other than they're glitchy in Wolf Tanks, they're just terrain, which you can get up with if you have sufficient engine power and not much weight. Well, they're fixed now, pretty much. They're fixed on Abbey, Arctic Region, Al Haluf, Karelia, Lakeville Mines, Mountain Pass, Sacred Valley, and Steppes. So if you have the same spot to snipe from in your light tank, or maybe a light tank destroyer, well, you probably can't get back up there anymore. So don't try. And also they messed with the mouse, a bunch of Chinese tanks, SR tanks. Also they messed with, like I said, the Japanese heavies again. Not quite sure they need to be messed with, mind you, but sure. A lot of people thought they did. Okay, so the experimental lost a 10cm gun, lost the shield skill with it, however, and also lost its reverse speed down to 2 degrees. Also, its armor got increased in the hull and turret, and it got slowed to half of to just over half its speed by they used to go 40 apparently. Now it only goes 25. DOI decreased thickness of hull and turret armor. Not which was needed. Oh ho! Added AP experimental shell. So this is a type 2? No. What's the type 2? No. Oh, probably for the other gun. Yeah, these are new, more or less. Type 14. Let's go find Type 14. They decrease the traverse speed of the experimental turret by 2 degrees. Increased hull armor and turret armor. Why? It had better armor than know why, but sure. And changed the forward speed from 40 to 25, so it's no longer a speed anymore. Alright, that's fine. Sure. I'll take it. I'll take the increased armor, thanks. I don't think it was needed, but sure. I don't know why I had less armor than this based on angling, but sure. I'll take it. I mean, that's the thing about Wolfgang's PC. Oh, are you new? $109 for inflation, that's pretty terrible for going against your 10s, but... Oh, that's better than our gun. Oh, wait, yeah, of course it's better than our gun. We have the 10s emitter. So we've got the 15. Alright, so this is just better in every way. And we have to get through it, okay, that's fine. I think it was overpowered, just being silly. Or just being dumb. However, as less... She had less overpowered, but not by much. Alright, oh, it's fine. Well, let's do a quick match. And then we'll try to get into a tier 10 match. Is this new? I'm gonna freshen the screen up a bit. Oh, if you hear a little noise, which you mean I wouldn't be able to hear since my headset's pretty good, it's not great. It doesn't have the box which cancels out audio, which I need because it doesn't like my computer. It doesn't just the computer cancel out the audio itself, which is sad. But anyway. Alright, mine's great. We're going against tier 8. It's fantastic. One's a defender. One's a guard? What? I know what the guard is. This new tank. It's another Russian tank. I saw it on Quickie. I saw Quickie Baby. I saw Quickie Baby had a video about it. It's a preview, but apparently it's on the American server, or at least that's a YouTuber or press. Alright, be right back when we load. Okay, never mind. I read that wrong. The Oni hasn't changed. It still holds it has. It holds next up. I see we're still fast. Because I was wondering why they changed armor to increase it. It didn't need it. And it doesn't. But like I was saying, the working PC people are a bit weird. Like they balance things oddly. Like they balance things. Oh, okay, that's new effect. The down power line. They balance things oddly. I'm not saying that they're bad at it. I'm just saying that they're kind of like Call of Duty. And that's flattering to Call of Duty, I suppose. Because, actually, no, we need to get to the middle. No, we gotta get over here, because... no, we gotta get to the middle. Backfit's getting all by itself. Looks like most of the bad guys are going up there. They sit there for too. Let's see. Yeah, the way the Tiger P's faster than us. Yeah, the Tiger's faster than us. Here we go. But yeah, I mean, basically they balance things oddly. Like they have their own ideas, and they balance things broadly, and then they basically they buff things broadly, then nerf it, then buff it, then nerf it. Like they don't make it perfect right off the bat, like North American people do typically. But yeah. I mean, it's not terrible. It gets the job done eventually, but people are really annoyed with Morgan for their balancing jobs. Oh, neat. Oh, you're so good. Maybe we got some vision. Alright, it's hard to get vision with this camera angle. I much prefer Xboxes. What's up there? Oh, Tiger. Oh, that's the... wait, 232 bounces off the side of my turret? Or did it bounce up my front of my hull? I get bouncing up my front of the hull. I don't get bouncing off the side of my turret. Ow, stop that. How did you not bounce off my side? Reverse for the back prince. The Black Prince is faster than me? And Churchill's faster than something? I swear. And I'm going reverse down the hill. I mean, he was going reverse down the hill too. Oh, it's up. Are you? Okay, Tiger's dead. Oh, we got dudes over there. That's fine. I'll go hold down here. I like really want to go hold down a tank like this. There you are. Reverse. I mean, people say that tank is a bad gun, and I guess that's why. Reverse. But artillery got messed with. Basically, the splash damage is more. If you're hidden, they don't get markers for these crew stun anymore. So we need to get better aim. We need to get better angle. Hey, Churchill, you have the other person. Actually, we can take cover here. Oh, come on. Oh, that's also not good. I don't get my entire side, not yet. It's a Panther and tent. I want to murder it. Okay, I see ya. Mean. Get a picture of my side. Nice angle. Oh, we lost that. That's fine. Get a gun around. Around. And artillery. It's around us and I wasn't looking. That was my bad. Yeah, I was playing Battlefield 1 earlier and my situational awareness and interaction speed was terrible. So I want to try that's why I wanted to try Wolf Tanks first. Also, we're going to try to get massive tier 10s. That's why I wanted to try Wolf Tanks first instead of, you know, gonna break your online. No, I'm also gonna online because that requires a whole lot more situational awareness than Wolf Tanks does, and Wolf Tanks does require a lot. So yeah. All right, Sand River, standard battle. We're top tier. Aw. The promo Victoria. It is another. It's another fictional tank. Oh. Yeah, the older styles before the Victoria Chronicles tank came out, and also before the T-5048 and the Type 59 Pan. But it's a Centurion Action 10 with themed around Promo Victoria, the Swedish male band who makes primarily war songs based on various conflicts throughout history, from mostly War II to modern day to even World War One and older, much older, like ancient Rome older. Like they did music covering the Spartans in Greece. There we go. Oh wow, the Sherman's that big? Okay, up the front, that's not good. Yeah, let's spark for our Tiger friends. Oh. Ah, we could've got. Okay, Mark, I'm just terrible today. So we'll see how well I do then. I might just cut my losses and not play most of them online. I will probably be forced to play 52v52 because that's what everyone plays. It's the realistic battle of War Thunder, pretty much, or of it's the realistic battle from War Thunder to I see you. Get back here. Oh, bar. Reverse! Yeah, he bounced. Yeah, no, that's the. Oh, that's not the heavy scout. That's the one before it. It's the medium scout. Yeah, sweet. You should might want to stay back. Oh, we penetrate. His turret. I'm gonna try it again. Nope, that's not low. Reverse. Oh, that's fine. Okay. Oh, he wanted to make the break. Smart. I was running back to form. I don't think there's anyone that can really get me if I do this. Oh no! Oh, that's a smart. How did he? I think it hit my track wheel. Ow. Angle? Hey, angle! New physics, yay! More new simulation. I got my gun. I needed that. That was totally not aware of that. I tried though. I thought I was rushing it, but no, he was waiting for me. Smart. Very smart. Well played, well played. Okay, don't go for the tree. I think it's for Francis Got for me. It's a sure make it scout. Oh, hello. Ah, I kind of figured he was going to come through this way. I don't think we can get him if we go over the hill before we can get us. Gotcha. Oh, he is better. He's not a loader. He's not a loader. He's not a loader. Yeah, no loader. There you go. Let's protect our friends from the big threat. I mean, like, oh no, that is the heavy scout. Oh wait, it has a medium marker. Wait, it's not heavy scout. And then we were actually next to it. It was actually kind of small, so it was not the heavy scout. Heavy scout is different. They won't do anything else. Actually, Swedish tank. Oh, I got a new gun for this, by the way. It's a new gun. sorry about that. I was listening to Governor of Florida, Rick Scott, talking about preparation plans. Unfortunately, well, Zone A and B in Jacksonville Beach are required to evacuate. However, my sister just told me that they're in Zone E, so we're good. Sorry about that, not talking for that little bit. Hopefully you understand. And I have just on the background. Let's just have on the background. I hope you don't. I hope it doesn't really. If you can't really hear very well, or if you do, you're fine with it. I'll turn off right after he's done speaking, because we go back to just Channel 4 news. Should we cut and approach the city at a different entry, or? I also noticed that the cap zone actually has a different UI now. It looks more like World of Warfare, or a little more UI element than the Wolf Tanks. Actually, speaking of UI elements in Wolf Tanks, actually the new beta for Total War Arena actually just released. You can actually sign up for it. I'm not quite sure if I will. Probably won't. Not too much of a Total War fan, and not very much of a Total War fan, multiplayer fan at the very least. Oh, earlier we're just paid off. Oh, that's usual. Okay, can I go through this building? No, I'm trying to. Oh yeah. Oh, very good shot from the side. No good. What's this place for this story? Let me make as much food as possible. Surprise! Oh, he's trying to be smart. Oh yeah, like, oh, I got my ammo. I needed that. I need ammo. We were so dead. Bah! Gunner, you suck. You selected the wrong spot, but we found where they're coming out. Which, by the way, Total War Arena looks very much like a well, it looks very much like Wolf Tanks. Oh sure, I'll take that. Looks very much like Wolf Tanks actually, with the same UI placement generally. Not exactly the same. It's not complete. It's not a rip-off or anything. But the minimap looks near the same. The thing bottom left is similar. Your team is similar. The scoring top is similar. Oh, is he right there? It's right there. Yeah, but I don't think we can really go out. Right. Ice Cube fell back. Probably reloading. Probably came back two. When he's reloading. I'm not going to say how you die then. honestly, people like that. It makes me really want to turn off chat and Wall of Tanks. But, you know, there's like a good person every now and then that makes having chat on worth it. But not that often, actually. I mean, the people, when I say Wall of Tanks, of course, I mean Wall of Tanks PC. Wall of Tanks Xbox, excellent community. Wall of Tanks PC, other than, the Tiger P was a good guy. The Type 54 Mod 1 who did nothing constructive in the match, or at least never said anything constructive, basically freaked out. Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's just bad. But anyway, so actually we're kind of out of time. I do apologize for spending a lot of the video, but Hurricane, I wanted to at least try, but we got some good footage at least. Alright, so I'm gonna watch just the press conference and probably record. I'm also getting them online. Alright, yeah, but for this, no, we're doing Oni again. How about that? No, I spent too much of the video talking to just leave it at like 30 minutes. No. Which I'm not. In case you heard that, I'm not in the evacuation zone. Okay, going against T-Rates. This is gonna be interesting. Alright, still on Grid Standard Battle, by the way. Alright, be right back. Over. Oh, almost did artillery and balancing the gun. Yeah, you mentioned sorry. Okay, let's see this one. Oh, you're the first one on this map? Maybe. Not very sure. Let's go right. Yeah, let's go right. Unless there's some reason I shouldn't go right. I mean, like, I would never understand the PC, the Wolf Things PC player, which that's not all of them, thankfully. Yeah, affirmative. With going in one direction and blaming everyone for their failure if they all go in one direction. And also, always thinking that in every battle, the same tank should go in the same spot no matter what happens. Ever. I think in all this flank, we're in a Japanese heavy tank. We can hold the flank by ourselves. We have the armor, we have the speed, we have the gun. Well, importantly, we have the gun and armor. We just need gun and armor to hold the flank. I just don't know where to go, which is realistic. Because in real life, you probably won't know where to go unless you're in the. Unless the Diamond Team in Day 6 from Wink. I don't think we want to cross that field. That's what we see. I'll give myself in a good spot to take one going down. This. Actually, then we may be doing the same thing as us. However, I don't want to. Oh, caps lock. I'll also been doing that a lot recently too. Be right back. Right, record that happened. Oh, T-34, that's not good. Okay, we got a lot of speed. We're on T-34. I can't fight him alone. Actually, I got actually everything for it. 3270 is a trait. Okay, your move, T-34. That's it. Oh, that's his gun barrel. Just put it straight. This is where things get interesting. Oh, I got shot by him once. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, good thing I didn't get overextended. I mean, that might happen. Oh, that's really, really not good. That is insanely not good. Ah. Gunner, you suck. I thought Japanese heavies got bonuses to shooting in full reverse. Reload faster. And stop. Hold it. During its spot. Oh, hello. Oh, you're stuck. Oh, Japanese nuts. Oh, yeah, by the way, there's Japanese single stores now. You suck. You also suck. Angle. 234 is flanking. Brent is helping, but I'm not quite sure how much you can do against T-24. I fought T-150s versus T-24s. Fire your gun. He's fired his gun. Angle. Get the gun around. Oh, that's really not good. That is not good at all. Where's the gun there? We can handle it. We're good. Okay, good. Get your gun around. Oh, wow. Japanese heavies actually work. And guess what? Right. Suck it, you small piece of junk. Oh, look, the enemy team come save us. We actually might do well in the Oni for once. Actually, feels better speaking, by the way. Where's that sniper? Oh, there you go. Yeah, just cap, it's not worth it. Oh, cap, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I can murder you all. I kinda went on one. Gotta know that. Well, I kinda went on one flight by myself and lived. I got misplaced to the team, but I'll take it for not dying for once. And living while doing my job on owning one flank. Oni is good. Good thing you did play one match, because that is a resounding victory. Like, Oni is a good tank. I really, really like it. I mean, I always thought I would. I always thought this was the predominant Japanese heavy tank for me. After the OI, of course. That's why I've been grinding all this entire tree 4 is pretty much get the Oni. And then also the Type 4 heavy, of course. But no. But the Oni is basically what I've been going for. It's what I've been mostly gunning for. OI 2, yeah, but mostly the Oni. Which, by the way, when I was looking right before recording, I didn't notice the fact that the Oni's turrets, these two, are the exact same. They're not balanced for, you know, visual pleasureness or even, you know, functionality, because both of the hatches or doors are facing the same direction. So let's say you're coming up on this side of the tank, go over here, the door opens this way. Whereas on this side, you go up at the tank, go over here, the door opens that way, which is fine. So yeah, that's bad. And then also these guns, which probably is why the turret hatches are on the same side, is because they're both on the left side of the tank. Or, well, they're both on the right side of the tank, but they're on the left side when you're looking at it. Which again is less visually appealing and harder to work on that side, but oh well. It's probably because this tank was a concept tank, and that never really got past the concept phase, or never was on the piece of paper, which Wargaming got this tank from, so yeah, they basically had to put it in, and that's actually that makes sense, because them using the exact same turrets on either side makes sense. Which I'm also going to take here, so there should be 2 new lines. Not you. China. See, tank destroyers are now a new line, ending in U. Okay. know, very Soviet kind of looking. Yeah, it's kind of like Soviet tank too because it's based on the 113. Okay. Wait, there's also the 4 of these women. There's also another tank tree. Oh, the Foch B got replaced, or the tier 10 Foch gotten replaced, I believe, with you. You have a really big gun. 120. That's 120. I'm the one that line so I can look at it. Anyone else got more lines, or anyone else got more tank destroyers? Or was it just them two? I think it was just them two. Alright, but that's the new tank destroyer line, starting with you and ending with Dip one. Which. Okay. Alright, so this is Communist China tank. I guess they all are, because if it starts with if you're still with Communist China, then you'll end with Communist China. Because Communist China won the day. Oh, wow, is this? No. No. But looks like to be based on a Stuart. Okay. Stop it. You are not Chinese. Yeah, you're not Chinese. That's. Oh, I really need to say. Well, no, you're not Chinese tank destroyer. You are, though. Yeah, I see, issue 26. Which, by the way, Jingle's made a video, I think, about Wolf Tanks using concepts and just other things that are not exactly real. Probably starting with the Rudy Fury and then moving on to the okay. And then moving on, yes, Russian log. And then moving on to these guys, as well as just general reskins. Which I didn't watch this video, I might add, because I didn't look at the tree yet. I'll go watch this video after this, or whenever I get a chance with the Hurricane and all. But anyway, so what I gotta say about that is, I don't know what Jingle said, so I'm not criticizing him anyway. I'm just criticizing the concept of what I think what he's trying to say. Because Jingles is fine. He's cool. He's not, you know, he's understandable and he's a nice guy. You know, he's not bombastic anyway, and he's not, you know, he probably didn't go over. He didn't go overboard, or that's not a bad thing to think either. Because the thing about Wolf Tanks is it's supposed to be a realistic tank arcade game. However, it's also more of a game, and so is War Thunder. Actually, we just looked at you. So, and the thing about Wolf Tanks is it's an MMO. It's a free-to-play MMO, which thrives on having Wolf Tanks, lots and lots and lots and lots of tanks. You can't do that if you just do mass production models. Because you'll run out of tanks eventually, and you'll run out of nations eventually. They did a long time ago. And besides, the thing about Wolf Tanks is, the fun of Wolf Tanks is the fact that you can play with, not only any nation, with any nation. Like, for example, you can play with a Pershing, a Tiger, an IS. Yeah, that's a good example. You can play a Pershing, a Tiger, and IS. Basically, things that are meant to kill the Tiger, and the Tiger with the things that are meant to kill a Tiger. That's fun, because that's what if scenario. What if a Pershing, Tiger, and IS got into a fight with each other? What would it be like? And also another thing is Mouse versus Type 4 versus T10, T1040, or for my favorite example, T34 or Revolutionary, and all fighting each other. That's also cool. Or Pan and fighting each other. That's cool. You can't do that in many other games. Even like War Thunder even had a mode at one point where you couldn't do that in. Okay, you 7. And the thing about, and that's cool. And yeah, Wall of Tanks is not the most realistic tank game. However, it's not the most unrealistic. There are definitely plenty of them, which most of them are made in China. So yeah, okay. I mean, I kind of like the tank story, Chinese tank storyline for their looks anyway. Not bad. I mean, I like the Russian tank story sort of looks too. I do prefer American tank story a lot. I think the story types, like your standard tank story doctrine, the Jackson, Wolverine, to even the assault, to even what Soviets might call assault guns, which are T-95 and them. The non-turreted tank stories in this game. But yeah, I mean, that's cool about Wolf Tanks. Wolf Tanks was like, if Wolf Tanks was just strictly realistic tanks, they would have ran out of content a long time ago. Basically, it was strictly mass-produced, realistic skin tanks. They will ran out of content long ago. However, people also brought up the what in the world is, how big is this gun? What? 100? Is this 130? Looks tiny. Oh, it looks huge. But yeah, so I think we're done looking at them. And I'm gonna finish up my thought and interrupt the video. But so yeah, I mean, people also brought up the point of they should be working on game balance, maps, and just making the game fun to play. Well, to me, the game is fun to play. To a lot of people, the game is fun to play. However, to more people, the game is not fun to play. People that don't play Wolf Tanks, people that you don't see up here, play Wolf Tanks. People that you don't find in matches that don't play Wolf Tanks. People that gave up on Wolf Tanks a long time ago for various reasons, whether they're good reasons or not, is fine. People that never saw Wolf Tanks because of those reasons, or never saw Wolf Tanks for their own reasons. Never saw, maybe they never saw Wolf Tanks because they never thought it was cool, but still comment on Wolf Tanks videos and watch Wolf Tanks videos for whatever reason. Not judging, and there's nothing wrong with that. But the thing about Wolf Tanks is, like for example, when they asked people, those people being the community contributors, what they wanted. Basically, community contributors like Creaky Baby have been playing Wolf Tanks pretty much since the game was first released, if not earlier, if not a little bit later. And they want one thing, which is more content in form of tanks. They got that by having, how many lines came out? How many lines of nations came out recently in this year? Which haven't come out, which compared to earlier, in Wolf Tanks lifespan, yeah. So this was that, and there's been premium tanks coming out a lot. Which, by the way, I think now people all complain about the premium tanks too. About there's too many premium tanks, they could easily make lines out of them. One thing they should do is what Jingle said: is add them as reward tanks for every single tier and every single type of player. Like, not only, because Wolf Tanks has this penchant for, Wolf Tanks PC has this penchant for adding reward tanks for people that have played the game to death and are playing the game to death and are like tier 10. This game definitely needs more reward tanks for people that are like me, which don't play this game to death. Well, we can earn tanks over time if they're not insane requirements like the current ones kind of are. And they could easily make the premium tanks now, the ones that they don't put in the tech tree, into a line, even the ones that put in the tech tree into basically just reward tanks. They could do that. That'd be amazing. That would be fantastic. They would add content that would not spam premium tanks, which people don't like. So, yeah, and then replayability, people that have everything they want are in the game, if they're a tier 10 or not, doesn't matter. If they, for example, wanted a T-34, or Tiger, or Sherman, they got all of them. Or that they got their favorite tank. They don't unlock any more. They want to just play the favorite tank, or unlock different tanks, or unlock variations of the tanks and rewards. Well, that would be the way to do it, instead of having them to buy their favorite tank again, or buy with real money. Of course, it helps Wolf Tanks. That of course helps Wolf Tanks, you know, with money, because it's a free play MMO. They got servers. So yeah. Like how, I mean, like for example, how Battlefield monetizes stuff is with expansions. The game is monetized, and with dedicated servers having a price tag to rent. Wolf Tanks doesn't have any of that, but yeah, that is free updates. So yeah, there's that. what more free updates than Battlefield does. Well, and then Halo has Halo 5. Let's take another example. Halo 5, which has free updates, which has seemed to game greatly add a lot of good content, which would make any MMO cry, including not really including Wolf Tanks, but it's close. However, the game is just monetized through two sources. One, the the price of the game itself, which is $59.99 US, and microtransactions in the form of cards to work in a certain game mode, which you don't even need, which you can just get through normal play easily. It's not even a challenge to get them in normal play; it just comes. And you're not getting any leg on the competition by just paying exorbitant amount of money to get tons of those card packs, because you're not getting any more chances than the person that plays to death or plays the game at least some. So yeah, there's that. So it's just a thing. I don't mind so many premium tanks. I mean, it'd be cool if there were reward tanks that were reasonable to get. That'd be awesome, but fine, it's fine. But like I was saying, yeah, I mean, the thing about why Wolf Tanks has so many premium, have so many blueprint concept tanks, or even tanks that may have existed, like the T-3488 on the Xbox and the Ty-59 Pan, is because the game is trying to be fun. The game is wanting to be fun. This is a fun tank. The T-3485 or T-3488 is a fun tank. I mean, might be 100% historical maybe, but it's a fun tank. You, OI are fun tanks. They're paper tanks, or well, you're a prototype, but you're paper, but they're fun tanks. They add to the fun of the game, and the game doesn't get detriment from it. Like maybe War Thunder kind of does. If you're really, really into War Thunder being a simulator, which I am not. War Thunder, well, things is more realistic to me than War Thunder, aside from the driving mechanics so unrealistic. So yeah, and even then, Wolf Tanks actually turn much better than actually turn like World War tanks as opposed to War Thunder tanks, which don't, unless they're fully upgraded, which shouldn't be a thing. And in arcade, by the way. So yeah. But anyway, so yeah, if you want a tank game which is 100% realistic, I can tell you 3 games right now, which are on the market constantly updating. One is blank 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 blank. I forgot the name of the game, but it's a T-54, I believe. Is a T-54, I believe, and M60 tank simulator. I'm completely blanking what it's called. I do apologize for that, but it's on Steam. You can look for it. There is Tokyo Wars, which is a full-on arcade game, but it's realistic, and you get all tanks that have been built. That's it. Yes, it's a bit silly, but you got all things that tanks that have been fully mass-produced, well, aside from the mouse. But it was going to, and yeah, they put some fun tanks in the game. It's just that, along with modern day tanks, and you can fight modern day tanks with Wall of True tanks, or you don't. You can make actual matchups on maps that actually make sense. Then you got blanking. Then you got Steel Beast Personal Edition, which is a full-blown simulator, which isn't really a game because it's actually nowadays made for strictly military contractors, but you can still buy it if you want, and it's completely fine for people that aren't military or people learning to actually drive tanks to buy it. It's expensive though. It's $125 for our new copy, and the little USB thing to go with it. That is where that's basically your thing you plug into your computer so you can actually play the game, because the game requires that to actually run, because it's to prevent it's a copyright thing. There's that. This might take a second. This is gonna be hard. I'm completely blanking on the first game, my bad. But yeah, I mean, Wolf Tanks is probably the best for multiplayer, and just general arcade. War Thunder is best for having multiple turrets? Kinda, sure, maybe. And that's mostly it. But yeah. I mean, if you don't like Wolf Tanks for having paper tanks, well, that's your prerogative. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're right to think that. But I like Wolf Tanks for the fact that it's a bit, for the fact that you can play with paper tanks, which are pretty cool. Which you might always want to play with the paper tank. I mean, there's a lot of people that want to play with paper tanks. Like, I got Wolf Tanks to play the T95. I'm not there yet, but I will be eventually. I want to play with T95 because that was pretty much my first super heavy I've ever known about. Yes, I know about the T95 before for the Mouse and Friends. Actually, I knew about it for the Tiger 2. Actually, like I know about the T95 before I could really identify a Tiger. I could identify Sherman more or less. But yeah, and also I wanted the Sherman, which I do got. I got lots of Shermans now. Actually, maybe steal something. Hold on. I might have to put it in the title, but it just doesn't really matter. Man, I can't believe blanking on the name of that game. I haven't really seen it in a bit though. Oh, Steel Armor. Steel Armor is the name of the game. Steel Beast is the other. Okay, we're good. Okay, but yeah, I mean, like those. I mean, the thing about tank simulators is they're not near as prevalent as flight combat simulators are. Not even close. Because, like I said, the only two real good simulators are Steel Armor and Steel Beast. Steel Beast is Abrams and Leopard 2. Steel Armor is M60 and T95 or T62. I forgot which. So yeah, you don't have much of a variety unless you really like any of those four tanks, and that's good. You know, those games are for you then. However, if you want variety, if you want to be playing with pretty much every World War II tank there is, whether it was mass produced or not, then Wolf Tanks is for you. And yeah, and I hope that it doesn't change in that regard. I do like seeing all these concept experimental tanks. I've always been a fan of experimental tanks. I've been always a fan of experimental planes, tanks, and ships, or cars, or anything for that matter. So yeah, well, thanks just a dream to me. Alright, by the way, that'd be it for this video. Sorry for talking on so long, but it was needed. And I wanted to extend the video length a bit more. Alright, so anyway, that'd be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks, I do appreciate watching on this video, means a lot to me. And that'd be it for this video. This may be the last. This may be the last video. This may be the last gameplay video I post before the channel update. We'll see if I can. We'll see if I play. We'll also get them online in just 2 seconds, which I may. We'll see. Alright, by the way, that'll be it for this video, and I guess see you in a